Welcome back to my channel with the girl Britannia. How are you guys doing today? I am doing okay. Okay, as I'm feeling this is like Wednesday, so it's only been like a couple of days since school started, but it hasn't been the best experience so far. I didn't know it was gonna get any better, probably not. Anyway, that's not why you're here today. None of that, none of my complaining about the worst year at university ever. You're here to find out about how you can possibly make friends even during these kind of circumstances at uni. It's already kind of hard enough to try and make new friends in any kind of new circumstance to you. If you're moving, if you're joining a club, or just joining any kind of new organization, if you're starting somewhere, maybe at work for the first time, it's usually not that easy, I guess. At least in your mind, it's not easy to make friends whenever you're put into a new situation you're not familiar with, and you're not familiar with any of the people there. So we're just gonna try to delve into a few key and easy ways that you can probably make some friends for 2020 at university, even with everything going on. So I really do think the best way to probably meet friends in these circumstances is to get online. You're online anyway. You're on YouTube all day in between whatever lectures you're supposed to have. Just get online and try to meet friends that way. And here's how. So more than likely, your university has a Facebook group if you're a fresher. It has a Facebook group for your course. It has a Facebook group for your interests. It literally has a Facebook group for everything, and that Facebook group probably has a Facebook group chat. So if I were you, I would get into any of those things. Just click join. You probably would get added in, if not that day, the next day, quite soon, immediately. Join those groups. And then after you join those groups, maybe just post like a little message saying, hey, I'm whoever, I'm my name, basically. I'm doing this course. If you want to, you can say, I live near here, because I also did that as well. Like, even my accommodation had a Facebook group. I joined my accommodations Facebook group. I was in this accommodation, at this house, at this flat. Do you want to make friends? That's also an easy way to find your flat members if they have not moved in yet, because some people move in a bit late, especially because there's not any rush right now for anyone to really be moved in immediately. So you can also try to find your flatmates on your Facebook's accommodation group. And just post about yourself, say hi, I want to make friends. If you want to make friends as well, you can message me here on Facebook. If Facebook doesn't work for you, you could also try apps actually for making friends. Sounds crazy, but yes, you can. Like, honestly, I've tried Bumble Friends, which sounds weird, and I felt like it was kind of weird, but I really wanted to make friends outside of my already friendship group, because when I got to university, I kind of already I just quickly formed into this group of friends that I have. Like 2 of my really close friends, and then 2 of a couple of other friends. Like, whenever I do anything, it's really with the first 2 most of the time, then sometimes with the other 2, and sometimes we do stuff together as a group. So I just want to kind of try to not pigeonhole myself to that group of friends. Not because I'm so comfortable with these people doesn't mean I shouldn't try to venture out to have at least any other friend while I'm here in England. It's a whole new experience I'm going through. So I didn't want to just limit myself to what I'm already comfortable in. So I went on Bumble Friends, and I actually met a couple of girls. We actually went out. We went out to one pub. I can't remember the name of it, but we went out there, we had drinks, we sat, we had food, we walked a bit, and we had a good time. We had plans to go do other things and maybe travel together, but that was right before everything happened. So I don't know. That experience kind of fizzles out. I haven't talked to them quite recently, but one of those girls was actually working in the NHS, so she was quite stressed. I had reached out at some point after everything happened just to say hi and I hope you guys are doing well and you guys are safe, but she does work in the NHS, so she probably was just stressed out. And then the friends that she met in once that she had for 5 seconds is not her top concern. So I just haven't felt the push to really bother them or try to do anything with them, as well as I wasn't in Sheffield anyway, so it wouldn't make sense for me to do what or say what. So I mean, that happened to me, but it doesn't mean that it will happen to you. You may be likely to make a few friends on Bumble Friends if you try. Honestly, just like any kind of other apps, when you're trying to meet people, it's not the best, but it's a way for you to meet people if you want to try it at least. Another good way to meet people is through societies. I understand that things are not the same as last year, but some sports societies are still meeting up for training and stuff like that. If you want to try a sport and if you want to meet people in person, I know that sporting is at some kind of distance depending on what sport it is. I know some sports are still trying to like remain like contactless and maintain some kind of a bit of distance. I don't know how well that's working out for some people, but yeah, that's probably the best way, I guess, to meet new people physically if you don't like the constraints of doing things online or from far apart. If all that just feels too weird for you, you can still try some sports. And you have some sports that are so contactless anyway that it may be particularly safe for you to try to meet people in person that way anyhow. Even like little weird societies, like maybe the Assassin Society. That's a society where like you just like creep up on people and try to like assassinate them like with pieces of paper and stuff like that. You could try that out. It's a good way to meet people. So try out societies. Another great way to be in a group setting where you could try to make friends is maybe try out for volunteer work, try out for pro bono work, try out for competitions, do any kind of extracurricular activities that's not a society. If it's there and available and you may be able to meet a few other people in it, you could try it out. Honestly, go for it. It's also probably would be very good for your CV anyway, so you might as well push yourself to do these kind of opportunities as best as you can. Another great way, I think, of making friends in a new environment, especially at uni, is probably just try to be outgoing with people. Even if it's just like random people, give people on the street maybe a smile, or maybe a wave to your neighbors and like your accommodation. It may feel strange, it may feel just out of place for you. You may not have the confidence for that kind of stuff on a usual basis. It may even say creepy to some people, but honestly, just stuff like just like giving a smile to someone as they walk down the hallway from you or something like that can go a long way, and someone at least just paying attention to your face, remembering your face, and be like, hey, how are you doing the next time? You know what I mean? So that maybe the next time you see that person, they may say hi, you may say hi. The next time you see that person, they'll be like, okay, how are you again? And stuff like that. And it builds, sometimes things like that can build into a relationship. Like I said, it's not the cup of tea of everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea to just be like outgoing and confident and just be like direct towards people, especially when people are very wary of making contact with strangers who they're not going to be around, not in their household because of the pandemic. So yeah, be careful how you approach that. But last year, one of my friends, the way that we even became friends is that she just saw me walking around, moving into my accommodation, and then she hit me up on Facebook Messenger, like, hey, I think this is you, I think I've been seeing you, do you want to go to something together? And I was like, yeah. Like literally no stranger danger in my mind. I was like, cool, I'll wait for you. You coming now? Like, I'm here at this location right now, you want to come? But yeah, honestly, just stuff like that can actually help you make friends by just being confident with yourself and being outgoing and being friendly. Like I said, maybe be careful with your approach about it because of the situation of things, and everyone doesn't want to make physical contact with everyone because you really shouldn't. It's safe to keep a certain social distance away from strangers who you're not sharing the same household with. But I think there's a way you could still probably go about it, just like saying hi and smiling from a distance, like I said. You know, if you notice the same person a lot, you know, just give them a nod or something. Just say hi. You know, even if you gotta say hi with your mask on, say hi, and maybe, you know, you can make friends with that person, especially if they're gonna be somewhere in your close proximity, like if you're sharing like in the same accommodation, but not in the same flat. You're gonna see that person a lot. It may be easier to make friends with them anyway. Another great way to make friends while you're here at uni is to probably try to befriend your flatmates. They're the closest people to proximity to you. You will see their face at some point if you not have already. You will have to be around them anyway. So it's probably best that you try to make friends. I probably shouldn't be the authority on this. One of my flatmates from last year, we're pretty good friends. The rest of them, not so much. I mean, at the end of it, when we all were like leaving, it was boiling down to the end of our tenancy. We were all like, we got along with each other, I guess, a bit more, and I said my goodbyes, and we had hugs, and everything was cool. But I can't say, like, with those other girls, I really made great friends with them, because we barely ever talked. But, like, one of my flatmates, we still, like, talk quite regularly. We have plans to meet up next week. But, yeah, I would try to make friends with your flatmates, because, like I said, you have to live with them anyway, you have to be around them anyway, and technically right now, they're your household. So if anything happens, if like we go into a stricter lockdown or anything of the sort like that happens, you will probably only have them for company anyway if you plan on abiding by the rules. But yeah, you'll probably have them and only them for company anyways if something terribly happens with the state of the world. They will be around you 24/7 and they will be your only company face to face. So you might as well try. I know it's not easy to just make friends with people just because they're there. You know, I'm not saying they may be the best people who you would like just because you live with them, but I'd say at least try to find something in common with them. I was telling a friend the other day, like, that's a good way to just like maybe break the ice and try to make friends. Maybe put a sticky note on the fridge and be like, hey, I'm in room whatever, I'm Marie, nice to meet you guys. If you want to say hi, just knock on the door, something like that, you know what I mean? You could also just like sit around in the kitchen and wait for people to come by. I don't know if you have that kind of time in your life or that kind of persistence. If you want to, you can try that. But yeah, the simple, I think sticky note works for me. It's my best approach, especially if you're shy. I feel like that's the best approach to go about it when trying to make friends with flatmates. But yeah, that was just a quick video from me about how you guys can probably still try to make friends during uni this year, even with the ongoing circumstances. I feel like if you just have some confidence and have some optimism about the whole situation in terms of trying to make friends, but not like the whole thing, because you can be optimistic, but stuff is just not that good. So I'm not trying to like downplay or invalidate any feelings you may have. I'm just saying maybe try to be optimistic about trying to make friends right now, and it'll help give you a boost of confidence, and that way maybe it'll just like make the process of even putting yourself out there a bit more easier, because everyone needs some sort of friend or someone to talk to, someone to do stuff with, or someone just to communicate with during anything in any kind of social environment. You need people in your life. Honestly, you do. Human beings are social creatures, so it is really important to try to make friends, especially like I said before, in a new environment, a new place, and doing like just a new experience like uni is. So I hope you guys are able to make friends while you're in uni this year, and in uni next year, and in all your years of your life. I hope you're able to meet and connect with great people who share similar interests as you, similar traits, and you guys are able to bond and really have like a loving friendship that probably will last you the years on. So I hope that happens for you guys. I'm so thankful that you watched this video. Please watch my other videos, please subscribe, please like this video, and please leave a comment for me about this video in a part 2 of this. And any other videos you'd probably like to see, just let me know so I can just like scribble those down and I'll make more content for you. But thank you so much for watching. Also follow me on Instagram if you'd like. It's @PretendedWaves. Thank you so much. Bye.